We're going to look at some film of Garrett Nussmeier. Just look at his best throws, actually, from the game against UCLA, depending when you watch this, either yesterday or this previous weekend. Before we actually let the play go, which we will here in a second, one, it's broadcast footage, so I do apologize. It's not the best quality, but it's a good job still getting the point across. But two, I want to talk about what I thought he did well yesterday, which was a lot, right? But he used the whole field, the middle of the field, or between the numbers. He had 253 yards, I believe, throwing, and then outside the numbers, he had right under 199 yards throwing of his 352, 353, whatever it was. So we saw him use the whole field. We saw him use checkdowns, which led them to that last touchdown drive that they had, which we're going to look at in a second. And then we saw the deep ball. And while you wanted to hit the deep ball, I think, more, they still hit it enough. Maybe not. You can argue against that. They had 2 completions where the ball was thrown 20 yards or more. They were 2 of 5. So you maybe want to see that a bit more. But besides that, man, I loved how he used the whole field. He used checkdowns, and he even bought time with his legs, right? So with that said, let's go ahead and break down or just look at the best throws of the game from Garrett Nussmeier. So here is this is the touchdown throw. Big bomb, second quarter. And probably my favorite throw of the game. This was about 50-something yards in the air. Accurate throw. Really good coverage, like we see here, right? Really good coverage, but it hits his guy in stride. I forgot who the receiver was. I probably should know that. Sorry, LSU fans. But hits his guy in stride. Great catch. Able to make the catch and run in for a touchdown. Again, this is broadcast footage. We do have some all-22, but not this game yet. Man, it's a really good throw. So whenever we use broadcast footage, we got to go fairly slow here, so I do apologize. But again, deep ball. Something that they tried yesterday more often than I thought they would. Now, you would want to see them hit it more, but this throw is a hell of a throw, right? So the ability is definitely there. So great job by Nussmeier there on that deep ball. Best throw of the game, in my opinion. We're going to watch like 6 or 7 throws. All right, so here's the first throw of the game. Another really good throw. Again, we talked about he had 253 yards through the air in between the numbers, so using the middle of the field for the most part. Numbers are fairly wide in college, but still middle of the field type throws. We're going to see 1st and 10 play. Let's see, can I start it? Boom. Let's start it. 1st and 10 here. Is it going? Yeah, so again, slow motion here. UCLA just bringing 4, and we talked about this in the pregame show, the pregame breakdown. I thought UCLA would just bring 3 or 4 guys. They did do some like exotic looking pressures, but they tried to keep everything in front, which Nussmeier was able to take advantage of. First throw of the game, kind of off balance, hits his guy in the middle of the field. Really good throw to get them going. This next throw is, I think, the same drive, actually. Throwing middle of the field. Let's go ahead and check it out and see. But again, he used the whole field. This is what we're showcasing here. Use the whole field. Yes, this is another middle of the throw to Anderson, number 1. So we can see 2 up top safeties. We're going to be able to see the middle of the field is there. Right. Boom. That's where the opening is. Now the safety's going back. This guy kind of creeps here, essentially. But then we're going to see as that crosser going, I think, is it Taylor? Yeah, as the crosser going, the safety comes down. And that's where Nuss is reading. Nuss reads that, hits his guy, middle of the field. Again, really good throw here. Again, to Anderson. Him and Anderson, I wrote down in my notes yesterday, him and Anderson really kind of, that is Anderson, right? Number 1? Yeah. Him and Anderson are really finding a good connection. Good, quick, fast receiver. They're finding a good connection, good little rapport here. All right, so next play. This is going to be Nuss showcasing his legs, right? Throwing on the run, if I'm not mistaken. Am I mistaken? I am mistaken. This is not. So this is Nuss throwing outside the numbers. So we talked about Nuss having 250-something yards between the numbers. This is Nuss, good example, throwing the ball outside the numbers. He had that deep bomb. He had this throw. So this was a good example of just him using the whole field. Let me move my face. And again, if this is your first time tuning in, this is not our normal setup. We're out of town for the week, so I do apologize if there's any kind of audio issues at all. I'm hoping there's not. But this is a good example of Nuss throwing the ball outside the numbers, using the whole field. Good design, too. There's some type of coverage bust. You got 3 UCLA defenders missing there. But again, Nuss throwing the ball outside the numbers. They had 99 yards with the ball was outside numbers. Nuss loves the middle of the field. He lives in the middle of the field. But when he needs to, he can definitely throw outside the numbers as well, like we saw with the bomb, and then we saw here. All right, so we got, how many more throws do we got? Do we have 1? Okay, so we got 3 more throws we're going to watch. So this throw here, this was a 3rd and 6, which I forgot where I wrote this down, but Nuss fairly well on third downs, right? That's where quarterbacks make their money, on third downs. But does a good job using his legs to buy time. This was something I talked about pregame. I wanted to see him use his legs a bit more. I don't know if they use it a ton off play action, but this is a good job of Nuss using his legs to buy time and throws it to his tight end, Taylor here. So UCLA just brings 4. Not a ton of pressure, but uses his legs to give him a little more time here to see if something opens up. It does, and then he's able to hit his tight end for a first down here. As he is going out of the screen, I do apologize for that. Again, the broadcast footage, but able to hit Taylor for a first down. Boom, right. Again, they left points on the field. Absolutely. Like there were some plays that were just missed. You were hoping they could score a bit more, but at the end of the day, they still won 34-17, right? Still a 17-point victory, and they didn't play great. They played well at times, but not great. So I think that is encouraging. You do want to clean up some stuff, though. All right. So here's what I like from Nuss. This drive here is what pretty much sealed the game. Essentially, it got them up by 14 points by 2 touchdowns in the second half. So it's just two check downs. Check down the running back, and then I think both check downs are actually to the running back that led for a touchdown here. So let's see. Again, I apologize for the slow motion we got to do. Yeah, again, UCLA dropping 7, just bringing 4. So if they do that, a gunslinger like Nuss wants to push it downfield, but this is sometimes the easiest play. Just let your receivers or running backs in this case do all the work. Check down here, able to get upfield. The next clip is going to be the touchdown. I forget who it's to. It's the freshman, though. I know LSU fans will know. Is this the same guy that scored a touchdown? I can't remember. LSU fans will let me know in the comments what running back it's to. But like we talked about in the pregame show, I didn't think UCLA was going to be able to get a ton of pressure. I thought they were going to try to drop back 7 or 8. They did that a lot, and Nuss was able to still carve them up and take what they gave him. All right, so last play here, it's a check down. Okay, I apologize. It's going super slow. Let's see. Let's move here. Okay, so this is just a check down to the running back and a little out route here. Was it designed or is it? Let's check it out. Was it designed just to go this way the whole time? Was he reading it? I think he was reading it. Yeah, a little play action. Maybe he was. Yeah. A little check down. Was that the same receiver? I think it was, or same running back. I think it was a different running back. But checks it down to him. Again, UCLA only bringing 4, right? Dropping 7 guys to try to keep everything in front. Like they kept it in front essentially, but the running back does a good job making a guy miss and then getting upfield for a touchdown. Just not a very good angle by the defender right there either, right? So this big takeaways from Nuss. Uses the whole field, right? 253 yards outside or inside the numbers, some more midfield type throws, then 99 yards, right under 100 yards outside the numbers. We had some deep balls that we want to see more of. Only 2 of 5 on balls thrown 20 yards or more downfield. So that's it for the film, but only 2 of 5 for those type of throws. So you want to see a little bit more of that. But I think overall, man, Nuss had his checkdowns. He used his feet to buy time when he needed to, and he used the whole field, right? So if you're an LSU fan, I know you want to win by more. I got LSU blood in me, a lot of family at LSU, so I know you want to win by more. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think of Nuss's performance? What throws did I miss? Against broadcast footage, I don't have all the film yet, so I apologize. There are, of course, other throws that he threw. But let me know your thoughts of Nuss's performance in the comments below. And if you like this type of SEC QB content, we put SEC quarterback content on a regular basis, on a weekly basis, so please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. It helps us grow. We'll see you next time. Keep following us along. Peace.